the community had seen and had decided it was a time for change. And they felt that the people that got elected that were out talking to them were going to do, or at least they were going to give them the benefit of seeing if they were going to do what they said they were going to do, I guess, during their campaign promises. I think one of the biggest things that was at stake was just the integrity of the town, how the town was perceived, not only by its citizens, but throughout the county. So that shows where we were at that time, where the town and the citizens felt about their town government. They knew it was time for a change. They knew that the town's integrity and how the town was seen throughout the community and throughout the county, I think was, actually affecting the community. Early on, it was apparent that there was kind of two sides to who they wanted to get elected. There was, the one side of the community that wanted to see things stay the way they were. And then there was the other side of the community that wanted to see change. And that was the side that was, giving me support. There were people on both sides that were passionate for whatever their reasons were. But yeah, things started getting a little out of hand. Between myself and Skip Binge, I had no animosity at all towards Skip, and we talked a couple times, and he said he had none towards me. And so it was kind of funny that those are the kind of things that went on. It got kind of petty. The biggest hurdle for me at the beginning when I got elected was to make sure a couple things. Make sure that the town government was transparent. Make sure that what we said and what we did was true. And that we actually did what the citizens elected us to do. I think for the most part we accomplished that while I was the mayor. When I look back at my time in office, obviously, you always kind of reflect and think, okay, what could I have done differently? Maybe what could I have done better? But I think for the most part, I think I would have did everything the same. I think, once again, I was fortunate, or I guess I'll use the word blessed, to have a good town staff. And I was blessed to have a town council that did their due diligence and prepared for council meetings and did the research. And when we made decisions based on facts and not agendas and not what we wanted, but what we thought was the best and what was correct for the community. We ended up completing the skate park, putting in a new rec park. We got signage out on the road so people knew that Yacolt was actually here. We got new lighting. We did a lot of things. The list goes on what we accomplished, and those were all through grants and just being active, taking an active interest in trying to make Yacolt a more livable community. And we did that without raising any taxes. And one of the other biggest things that I tried to do was every opportunity I had to speak during mayor's comments at the council meeting or at a town event, I reminded and tried to get the citizens involved in the town government. Going along with that is the other part that I think I accomplished was bringing back that kind of sense of community and pride in the town of Yacolt. When I first started attending a lot of the different events throughout the county and even going to the state capitol, Yacolt was kind of put on the back burner, and that changed. That changed over the time with myself being involved and my council being involved. And we did that through making a concerted effort of going out and getting to know the community, being involved in the town events, trying to make good town events. The little things, of putting up banners in the town, putting up flowers in the town, and just trying to make people take pride in the community they lived in. I really thoroughly enjoyed being the mayor. I enjoyed, being involved in the community. I enjoyed being involved in the county, on numerous boards and just getting involved so that the town was recognized. The reason that I decided to step down was for health reasons. December of 2016, I got diagnosed with heart failure. And at the same time, I was going through some other medical problems with my kidneys and some of my other organs. And in December of 2016, when they diagnosed me with heart failure, I was going to the doctor at least once a week, sometimes 2 and 3 times a week. They think it could be related to my time in service. I did spend 21 years in the military. I had a full-time job at the time, besides being the mayor. I was also actively involved in my church leadership. I was just really, really getting tired. I was really drained and lacked energy and lacked focus, to be honest with you. I was getting to a point where I don't think I was doing the position of mayor justice to where I was prior to that. And that was affecting me. And I didn't think it was good for the community or to the citizens if I couldn't be a leader at my full potential. So I decided first to resign from my church responsibilities and see if giving away some of that would give me some more energy and give me some more focus. And about 4 more months went by, and with all the testing and just the ongoing problems I was having medically, and speaking with my wife and my doctor, I finally decided to resign as mayor on June of 2017, and have someone else step in that could give it its full energy and support that it needed. Vince Myers is the one who actually took over as a mayor. He stepped in, take over as a mayor, and I have the utmost respect for Vince Myers, the man that he is, and just he was one of my council members. He was one of those ones that stepped up, back in November of 2011 and decided to run for council. I mean, I'm still the same person that I was back then and was prior to being the mayor. I grew up in a small family in a farming community, and so family and moral values were instilled in me from a young age. And then I went in the military for 21 years and, was put in this positions of leadership at a young age in the military, of having to make decisions that affected people's lives, and making decisions based on facts. But I still like to do the same things. As you can see, we got a camper here. We like to camp. My family does. We like to fish. I like to hunt. Those things haven't changed. Hopefully now I have more time to do those things. We have a close-knit family here. We like to do things together. We like to have friends over and barbecue. My wife has been just, my rock through everything. My military career, supporting me as the mayor. She was one of those ones that didn't like being in the limelight, but, always there to support me. If I decided I wanted to do something and we would talk about it, she would give me 100% support. So that just shows you, the support I've had from my wife and continue to have. So I guess that's a little bit about Jeff Carothers and who I am.